This is this video is made courtesy sponsored by um, Dimitri and also Giuseppe, who provided me with this nice glass of vino all the way from outside Montepulciano. Grazie. Okay, a più tardi. And so I am just having a glass of the Brunello, and we have been um, having off and on storms, like I had said, for the last few days. And, as you saw my video earlier, I couldn't even unbox before my dress clothes, my work clothes were soaked. So now I don't have anything on. So I'm just out here with my plants. And I have got some orchids that I need to deal with. Um, really just one. And yeah, I mean, this is not dealing with. I just want to prop this up. This is kind of a continuation from yesterday, or not yesterday. It was when I was talking about when plants get too much rain on the growths and they get rot. I'm pretty sure if this is what I'm talking about, it doesn't have to be the leaves, it can be the growths. This is my Vita Lee, which is a reliable bloomer, but you can see there's the new growth that's dark. And I've already gone over this, but there's the other two growths that are also a goner. And these were right before the rains, they were new growths like them. They were new growths just like these growths. So that is completely the storm, the rains. Um, so a way to avoid that other than because once they are like this, there's nothing you can do. If this happens, then I would remove it from anything that is above it. So some of these plants I'm going to put in hanging pots so that they are propped up. You can see that right there. A lot of this is from drops down onto the plant from above. Now, a lot of that happens on the inside. Not so much of it happens on the outside because, there's no leaves. It's all just wood. But when you go over in this area, the top rack will drip down on this rack. So you kind of have to be careful. But there again, there is nothing above. Where you really have to be careful is in here. And a prime example is this plant right here, which is such a shame. Uh, if I show you the tag, you will probably cry. It is, see, I don't want to set this wine down. I want to, anyway, there it is. The tag is, and I've already shown it in a previous video, Mark Jones times Kathleen Clarkson. So you know that name. That is definitely a Fred Clark. But I was going to get one bud, and this all started because of rot. This all started because of rot, which is more or less the foliage up here getting wet and then dripping down on stuff that's below. So the way to combat that is to raise it up. This is what happened here. This was perfectly fine yesterday. There's this above it, probably drops right there on that, and that's what caused that. Same with this leaf right here. Before I pulled this out, it was under here, and I just know that that's what happened. It was moisture was allowed to stay there too long, and then it just, the cells in that leaf just died. And so if you see plants that are doing that, you must cut that black part off, put the dragon's blood on it to seal it, And uh, that's the best thing to do, really. The best thing. That is so fragrant still. I mean, you smell it before you get to it. So I'm happy that that is a sheath. The other thing, that's my new Laturia there. And I did find that other plant that I was looking for. And actually, I don't think this is something that I'm really happy with. This is that epidendrum cross that's Penn's Creek. And, you know, the flowers are really beautiful. I noticed today there's a new growth right there. There's two new growths. Yay. When you can get an epidendrum to put up new growths, you have really done well. Really. You remember this one? This is the king of all the Angraecums. This is my sad Suspasquidale. There's my other one over there. And I said to you that these are probably dying. So I happened to look on this one. And I usually don't do this, but since I'm predicting that it's going to die, I looked in and there's a leaf in there. So we'll see. We will see. So, but what I really want to do is I'm going to put these in pots and hang them up. And I want to pot this Encyclia up. This is a species, and this is Albozanthia. I'm not sure if it's an Alba. I think it's just Albozanthia, which is a warm, I think it's from Bahia in Brazil. The color of it is lime green, has a white lip, very, very fragrant, um, likes hot, to likes all temperatures. Uh, like most encyclias, they like copious water while they're in growth like this. And once the bulbs complete their growth, they want to be dry, and they like to dry in between their watering. So what I'm going to do is I am going to pot it up in a basket like this, just bare root like that. And that's all I'm going to do, really. I'm going to make sure that it's in the middle of the basket. And I've got a stake in here that I'll put in there. And this. And I need a little clip. Let me find a clip for that stake. But while I'm doing that, I'm going to secure that inside of that basket. I know what I can do. I did that with the other one, so let me just find a little stick or a stick. Okay, this is the easiest thing. So you can take a stake, and what I'm going to do is stick this through here. Well, yeah. And then, well, that's in theory, that's what I'm going to do. And then tie it through to the other side, secure it that way. That's what I would do. So what I'm going to do is stick is this way. Actually, I might stick is measure it across here. Just like there. So I'm going to break this. I'm going to put this, I'm still going to use that stake. So what I'm going to do is put this through here, and oops, well, that's not going to work. Okay, so let's start again. So I'm going to break the stake. Let me pour this out. And let me, you know what? I'm going to try a different technique because I don't want to ruin, because there's new growths in here, down there. I am going to use these zip ties and just thread it through. And up. And attach it that way. That would be the easiest way, rather than if I had time to do that stick thing. I like the stick because it holds it in there so secure, because you need these secure. But these zip ties will work just the same. So you want them, so you're basically just using them to hold it to the side of the pot. You know, already it's already in there. You can see. You see that? It's already there. I don't really have to do anything else to it. But I'm going to put another one in there. Actually, might put a stake in there, 'cause I don't like the way that is so floppy. So I'm threading this through the side here, around this bulb, and I'm going to clip it here, just for good measure. If I can find the hole. Okay, but you get what I'm trying to do here. Very, very simple. I mean, both ways would have worked. So, yeah, that looks much better. See, and it's secure in there, and the roots will attach itself in there, believe it or not. Now, this is one that I also got today. I am thinking that that might branch, but even if it doesn't, there's another spike right there. This is Katnara Jamaica Red. And the other spike that I was looking for, that I found, it's here. Pretty sure it's going to be a spike. I don't know what that was. Anyway, this will be a first time bloom for me. This is Maclamoriana, Larry something. But it basically is a Schomburgkia cross. And this is the latest growth. And you can see right there. Hey, Sam. Sam's girl. I just saw you there. But you can see that's a bud, I believe. And no, here is the Richard Mueller times Lanny Mori. Richard Mueller times Schomburgkia Thomsoniana. That's what this is. That'll be a first time bloom. I got it last year. Spike had been spent. Then it put up this growth. And there we go. So, but yeah, you see how easy that was. Let me put the tag back in there and pull this tag out, because that is definitely, well, it says Lanny Moore. Lanny, maybe this must be the new name for it, Mac Glamoriana. Okay, but I am going to hang this up here. What time is it? 6:15. Oh, I got to get out of here. I've got my local society meeting tonight at 6:30, and Wade is talking to our group today. Wade Hollaback. We all know Wade. I love Wade. I just talked to him on the phone a minute ago, actually. Um, my trichocentrums are just doing so well, so well. There's my Tigrinum up there, little baby. What are you saying? Do you just do you have just yes, just the zip ties? That's it. That's it, because they will attach themselves to the basket. So I'm hanging them up inside here. This is where I have. This is where I have some of my other encyclias. Um, Here's this one that's the stick that I was doing. You can see how that is. Um, there's another one here. This one is one that I just put in there not long ago, and you can see the roots have started, and there's nothing in there. You see that, Jess? There is nothing in there except for old roots, because I didn't clean it. I'm lazy. But there's nothing in there. I just set it on there and I zip tied it like I just did that other one. And there's roots. You see that? And this was done ambigua. There better be a date on here. You know what? I am a piece of garbage. But that was just recent. So, I mean, it had to be just last 2 weeks ago, honestly. And there's roots in there. See that? I know you see that root. So yeah, it's gonna hang out here with my other encyclias, where it gets not full on sun. It gets pretty good sun, but mostly the better sun is in the afternoon, because it gets lots of the afternoon sun. And that's still looking really nice. And this is looking nice as well. I have many of these Florida stars. This is Spring Zing. This is one I just got in the winter, and it was in bloom on this spike, and then it put up this growth. It's got a sheath. Yay. So, and we will see these blooms soon. There's another one there. I love how they come up looking like dragons. That looks like a dragon or a snake. It's gonna strike. So, anyway, this right here, beautiful. No name, no name clone. They're happy right now. I really wish I would see a lot more than I do. Uh, I am taking a risk of leaving a lot of stuff out here, um, as far as things that have their growths completed. Like, for instance, this plant. Well, no, I guess it's this plant in here. This is my golden wax times LC jalapa. And this year, it put up, it's putting up this growth, and it's already matured this growth right here. So, for me to have it still here is a stretch, because it has matured its growth. This is the time when I would be taking this inside so that it wouldn't be messed up, as far as getting all this rain and then it getting in the areas in here, and that's where the rot occurs. Um, Same as in these plants that have sheaths on them. I should take them inside because you want to preserve those sheaths. You don't want rain to damage the sheath and rot to happen, because that will set back the plant and you will not see flowers from that sheath. So sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. But depending on, when you first see that rot, you need to put the dragon's blood. Like, this is not rot, that is sunburn. This is another cross that I really want to see, probably more than any cross. Um, it has been cooling down to probably, it really hasn't even been that warm. I would say 70. It's been 70. This is Martin Wolf times BC Florida Stars. And it's just in this basket. But the growths don't really look so hot. It was getting too much sun. Whereas this right here, I move this into higher light. This is, I never show this. This is Mark Jones times Cordata, the Mueller clone. Oops, Julian Alonzo Roberts. Now, where that other tag dropped down to? See, that's. Anyway. Oh, gosh. I am terrible. And it just fell again. I am. What is this? I'll go luck cricket. I'm confused. And okay, you know what? Here I found both tags. Let me just get on with this. So this is Mark Jones times Cordata, and it's got these two growths that it gave me this year. They haven't really done anything, but they matured really nicely. I don't, yeah. So, these bifoliates are just, you have to take your time. This little Laelia up here, which is Canariensis, is really a nice Laelia species, um, giving me some nice growth. You grow that exactly like a Laelia, you know, cooler dry rest once the growths are done, and then puts up the spike after winter's rest. Yeah, but yeah, I'm getting amazing growth. Here is Valda times Beppy Green Dragon. I got that from Kelly, and you can see it's previously bloomed. This is this year's growth that is up here. So nice big growth. Should bloom. We'll see. Um, I was gonna show. Is there any over here? I don't think so, but they're over here. I am really proud of, because I trash Fred Clark. I do, because I just don't grow his cattleyas. And this year, um, where are they at? Here, where Fred Clark? They're around here somewhere. Um, okay, that's coming. But here's one right here. This is Jalapa times Baptia grape wax. And you see that? You see that, right? That's the new growth. That's the one it came with. There's mine. Pretty good. There's that one. Whoops. You know what? Ugh. You see why I don't have good sound, folks? Ugh. Okay, I'm here. Let me find a couple others. And then here's the Sunset Valley. And this is just the cochleata. But There's that growth, and then there's a new growth. There's a few more around here, if I can find them. This really isn't doing much. Jalapa times Jiminy Cricket really hasn't done much. What's this? This has got to be a Richard. This has got to be one of those as well. But you can see the new growth is bigger. I don't know where the tag is. It's got to be in there. But there's some elsewhere, and I will find those as well because I'm just flabbergasted. Um, I'm gonna find them. I am gonna find them. Where are you? Okay. Oh, here's that. Where are you at? Where are you hiding? Now I feel stupid. But they are all doing very well. There's there I have the crosses that are where are you guys at? I should be seeing them. Uh, Bacteria grape wax and yeah, where are they at? I think they're right here. I bet I'm looking right at them and I'm not seeing them. But anywho, I am so glad. Yeah, one is Borinjana. There's Borinjana times something. But I will have to find them another time and point them out to you because I really might have to change my opinion of SVO. Yeah, I don't see any. I mean, I've already had that one. What's here? No. Sundance. Well, anyway, I just got too much crap. And I know they're right in front of my face. Anyway, I will make sure that I have to do an update on my SVO stuff really soon because I am really proud of what's going on with them. This order that I got. Same as I'm really happy with my my antelopes. This is my Nindi that I got from Equigenera, and it's got all those roots. No new growth yet, but it's got that new growth still that it had from that I put up last. And same with my disc color. I mean, it's finally putting out roots, and these are the new growths. So I honestly I haven't even fertilized, so I cannot really be more pleased with the state of things here. I know I didn't have this much stuff doing so well last year. Still not happy with how my uh, deciduous things are doing. My pendulum, that growth really doesn't look so long. There's another one there. They could be a little bit better, some of my deciduous dendrobiums. But in here, look at this. This is pitiful. Mentor. Terrible looking. So, but anyway, that's how I do my encyclias. Pretty much, I do them dry, bare root. And this is one that I did just do last week, and it's right up there on the mount here, bare root on that mount. And the sun's not so good, but it's just bare root attached to the mount, like such. So yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. I mean, not what's going on. There's a lot going on. I mean, this is going to be going on pretty soon. My Tigrina that I just got, I can't take credit. Um, so, Juliana. And I've got some buds starting here. That's a Hibiki down there. And there's a lot of other things, lots of other things. This is really has perked up since I did that co-collab. The roots seem to have elongated a lot, and I mean, it just looks like it's going to put out another growth pretty soon. That would be fabulous. And this is something I know. Well, it's not. It's Maxillaria. No, it's a what is it? Dog. I should be off of here because my meeting is getting ready to start. But it's a used to be Oncidium. This is Candida, which I guess is Miltonia now. And Tony Wells gave this to me as a gift, and he never thought that I would be successful with this, and I really just zip tied it. I wrapped it in sphagnum and zip tied it to this ceramic, and it has been okay with it. This is a borderline warm tolerant plant, but it doesn't like to dry out. That's why I got that mound of almost, well, it's not really a kokedama, but it's just a mound of sphagnum, and it's giving me growths, and they've matured. So pretty happy about that. Can't complain. But it's going out now. It was beautiful while it lasted. So beautiful. So beautiful. Did not get a smell though, but beautiful nonetheless. And as we wind down this live, thank you all for watching. This is an example of the rain because as you can see that brown in there, those were growths. But anyway, thanks for watching. And I've got a lot to clean up here. Look, there's another inflorescence right there. Enjoy your orchids.